Hello, welcome back. So let's have a look at what's been going on then. So for Matic, it's been pretty terrible. Probably one of the worst altcoins affected by this massive Bitcoin rally, until Bitcoin decided it had enough and just retraced massively. I think overall it's over 20% at the moment. It's finding a bit of a bounce, but we'll look into that shortly. But Matic seemed to enjoy that. Matic gets off on Bitcoin's collapse. Why is this? Well, I can put it down to mainly one thing. There's another thing we'll come on to, but mainly it has to be the Satoshi level. With Bitcoin going up and Matic going down, the Satoshi level is getting smaller and smaller and smaller until we got ourselves down to 120 Satoshis, and then we found a significant bounce from that. That seems to be probably a better level to be looking at Matic if we're looking at now mapping out supports and resistance, because it's shown itself to be more susceptible to Bitcoin than we ever thought possible, actually. So what we're looking at now is we're looking at this significant bounce up. We're above the all moving averages, but still under the 200 EMA. This is the Satoshi value. And we have had a significant retracement. Now, if we look on the US dollar, what we saw is that the retracement began when we peaked and hit that 200 EMA, which, if you watch my videos, you know how important I feel that this is. This always acts as resistance, and it can also offer a support if we were to get above it. Now, we are literally down in the basement now with the price still. I mean, we're really low. Let's have a look how low we are. I mean, we're very low. Okay, it's not looking good still. This bounce is a nice scalp, but we're probably going to come back down again if Bitcoin starts to go back up. And to be honest with you, even if Bitcoin goes down, there's still a chance that we're going to go down because the sentiment is down. The volume is up, however, I should say. And if looking at the RSIs, RSI is high, so we're coming down for a little while. However, the MACD is just bending down now as well, so we're going to come down a little bit. But where we're going to bounce from? Hopefully these moving averages. If we have a look at the Satoshi value, we are finding bounces on these moving averages anyway. When we're looking at solely on Satoshi, but these are. Well, one thing to look at here is obviously we're very vulnerable to Bitcoin moving, and Bitcoin is making a lot of moves. I mean, this is the daily chart, so we had obviously a huge run here, a huge collapse here, and Bitcoin has actually found its first support level here on this. It's the 7-day close, so it's found a nice bounce from there. What I'm thinking with Bitcoin, however, is that yes, Bitcoin has a very bright future. But I think in this recovery here, this bounce from here is nothing more than just scalping. A delay in the inevitable. This I expect will break, and then where we're going to come back down from there, it's going to be coming down to these moving averages here. So I do expect a much larger retracement from here with Bitcoin, and if that were to take place, then I would expect a larger, more significant move up for Matic. On another note, Matic has now been accepted and will begin trading on BitMax, which is good news for everybody. We all want Matic to be traded more frequently on more platforms, and this is what we've got. One more step for you American guys and girls who are looking to find alternative ways to trade your Matic. Anyway, it's just a matter of waiting to see what Bitcoin does. This, I believe, is just a big, nice scalp. I think what we're going to do now is we are going to find our way testing this level here around 11,500. Probably found another bounce from there, and then we're probably going to break that level and find our way coming back down towards at least 10,000. Probably find a decent bounce around 11, but that'll break, I think. It's a difficult one to gauge with Bitcoin because it's so bullish, and and there's a lot of silly money getting poured into it, and silly money is obviously counting for a lot at the moment. So I do expect to see several bounces before it breaks that 11,000. And there will be some nice scalping money to be made if you're willing to do that. But yeah, I think it's coming back down. I think we're going to come back down to 10,000, and if 10,000 breaks, which it may do, then back into the 9,000s again. This isn't going to happen immediately, but probably within a week, I'd say we'll be looking at that. Now the range that we'll be in is huge. There's nothing to suggest that we're not going to make our way back up towards 14,000 again before we see another pullback, maybe even more significant and faster than the one we've just had. But you know, I'm not shorting. I'm also not buying. I'm completely out. I don't have time to sit here and scalp. You know, I do have a busy life generally. You know, I do work a full-time job and take care of kids and stuff like that. So I don't have the luxury of sitting around looking at computers all day. But if I were to, maybe I would be scalping. But personally, I'm out. I'm waiting for it to decide what it wants to do. And my personal opinion is that we're going to have big bounces back up, and then more retracement back down again, back down past 11,000. But for Matic, it's the beginning of perhaps something new. I know at the end of the month, well, I say the end of the month, about 3 days from now, Matic has its sort of, what's it called? It's the plasma that it's releasing, and staking, I believe, is going to be introduced around that time. So there is significant news coming out for Matic and for Celr, who partnerships with Matic. So Matic does have a few things in the pipeline which should help its price alongside Bitcoin's demise. So let's see how we go from here. And I might be able to make another video later on this evening, once my daughter's gone to bed. Anyway, you have a nice day, and take it easy, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.